I hope you're all doing well. If you don't know, my name is Caitlin, and you're listening to Infodump Central. So, today is episode 1 of the podcast, and today's episode will basically just be like a little bit of an about me, things I like, things I don't like, and what this podcast is about, kind of stuff like that. So, we'll start off with like what the podcast is about. So, it's basically kind of like what this episode is, but more in depth. Things I like, things I don't like, things that I think are important to talk about, things like that. So I guess, that's the basis of this podcast, and we'll go on to things that I like and little things about me. So I like playing guitar, bass, ukulele. That's stuff that I play. I like listening to music, and some of my favorite bands and artists are My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, 21 Pilots, Conan Gray, Taylor Swift. I don't know how, but they found me. They're very, very good. So if you haven't listened to I don't know how, then you should definitely go check them out. But onwards, I also like memes. My humor is very messed up at this point, but that's not the point. I like collecting stuffed animals. I mostly like collecting Squishmallows, but if I see other stuffed animals that I like, I'll collect those too. I also like collecting jars. It's weird, but it's really fun in my opinion because there's some really nice ones out there. I also like collecting records. And some shows I like, The Office and The Umbrella Academy. I'm excited to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier because that's out today, and I'm probably gonna watch it after this episode goes up. I like to draw, paint. I like crocheting. It's really fun in my opinion. And now that's basically just a little bit of a rundown of stuff I like that'll probably be talked about on here sooner or later. I kind of wanted to talk about where this podcast is gonna go from this episode and the inspiration I got from to make this podcast. So basically, it wasn't like much. It wasn't really like from a person or anything. Or it was from a person, but I mean like not a specific person that makes podcasts, but me and my friend Margot, who is from the podcast Common Senseless that I'm on sometimes, her podcast is really good, so you should go check that out. But I got it from her. We were just talking, she was like, I want to make a podcast. So I was like, bro, that'd be so cool. And then we found the app, we found Anchor to make the podcast on because it's free and easy to use, but I'm not sponsored. I just wanted to talk about that. And so now we both have podcasts, and that's what that is. And I'm excited to see where this podcast goes from this episode on, because it's something I haven't really thought about making it up until yesterday actually. But yeah, I hope it goes alright from here. So that's really all I wanted to talk about in this episode. The next episode 2, is probably going to be up next week. It just depends on my school schedule because school starts next week, it's stupid in my opinion, but I gotta go unfortunately. So I'll try to upload the next episode sometime next week. I can't guarantee it's gonna be on Friday next week. I just know it'll be sometime next week. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye!